What is up, everybody? I want to come to you guys live with my SmackDown Live review. So let's start off the show. We kicked off the show with Miz TV tonight on SmackDown Live. So the show started off with the Miz talking about how him and Maurice beat Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell this upcoming weekend. And I don't really like the Miz or Maurice. I don't care for the two. I think the Miz is boring. Maurice is boring too. Also, these two do not interest me. I don't have an interest in Maurice or the Miz at this point. They're both kind of boring. I don't care about Miz TV. I really never did at this point. Miz TV really doesn't do anything for me. The Miz comes out to gloat, talking about how he and Maurice beat Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella at Hell in a Cell, and then Maurice comes out and the Miz calls out Maurice as his special guest on Miz TV. The Miz gloats about how Maurice was a Divas champion, which I don't care about. I don't care about Maurice being a Divas champion. Why would I care about that? And then we had Brie Bella talking. We had we had Maurice talking about how she was a better in-ring competitor than she. How we had Maurice talking about how she was a better in-ring competitor. We had Maurice talking about how she was a better in-ring competitor as Brie Bella, which I do not care for. I just don't care what Maurice has to say. Maurice is completely boring to me, so I don't care about Miz TV, The Miz, or Maurice. I just don't care. They both bore me. I don't care. And then we get Daniel Bryan coming down to the ring, and then we have Daniel Bryan hit a running knee strike on the Miz, and then we had the Miz get knocked into Maurice on Miz TV along with Daniel Bryan and the Miz. The Miz gets knocked into Maurice. The Maurice plays it off like she was injured, but she really wasn't. And then that's how SmackDown Live pretty much kicked off tonight on a Tuesday night. We start off with the Miz TV and a completely boring segment. I did not care for it. I don't like Miz TV any more than I used to. The Miz is completely boring. Maurice is boring. The only person I like is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is my only favorite on SmackDown Live. I'm a big Daniel Bryan fan and always have been, so I like Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is really cool. Let's talk about Kofi Kingston versus Antonio Cesaro. This match was okay. It wasn't a great match. It wasn't a good match. It was an okay match. I mean, these guys didn't really do anything for me. This match was incredibly slow. I mean, it was an okay match. It wasn't the best match. It wasn't a good match. It was just okay. I mean, both guys don't really do anything for me. I don't like Kofi Kingston. I don't like Antonio Cesaro. I think Antonio Cesaro was good back in the old days, but now I just think he's boring. I don't like either guy. So this match between Kofi Kingston and Antonio Cesaro, it was an okay match. I mean, it was very slow, methodical, very slow paced match. I didn't really care for it. I mean, I used to like Antonio Cesaro a long time ago. I was a big fan of his, but now I just don't like him. I just don't care about him or Kofi Kingston like I used to. This match really didn't do anything for me. And you had Kofi Kingston pick up the win over Cesaro, which I don't care. I mean, who cares about Kofi Kingston at this point? Kofi Kingston has done nothing in his career, and neither has Antonio Cesaro. Neither man has done nothing with their career at this point. So this match was okay. It was an okay match, very slow, very methodical. This match didn't really do anything for me. And let's talk about Asuka versus Billie Kay, a SmackDown Live women's match. Now, Asuka needs to turn heel. Asuka needs to be a heel. I believe that. Asuka needs to turn heel ASAP. Asuka really needs to turn heel. Asuka ends up defeating Billie Kay in a pretty just simple match. There was really nothing to it. I mean, Asuka picked up the win over Billie Kay tonight on SmackDown Live, which Billie Kay is not a good ring competitor. We know this. I mean, Billie Kay is complete garbage in the ring. I hate to say that, but it's completely true. I mean, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are complete jobbers at this point, so I don't take either woman seriously. I mean, Asuka's the better woman. Everyone knows that Asuka should have been champion, but WWE killed her career, and they completely just, they completely destroyed Asuka. What was Asuka? They completely destroyed. So, Asuka ends up defeating Billie Kay tonight on SmackDown Live in a pretty okay women's match. This match wasn't really nothing to write home about. I mean, Billie Kay is just average in the ring, but Asuka's way better. So, I mean, you had Asuka pick up the win over Billie Kay in a pretty okay match tonight with Billie Kay. I mean, so, Asuka is the better woman. Like I said, Asuka needs to turn heel sooner or later. I think Asuka betrays a better heel than she does a babyface at this point. All right. Let's talk about let's talk about AJ Styles versus Andrade Cien Almas. This was a pretty decent match between AJ Styles and Andrade Cien Almas tonight on SmackDown Live. This was a pretty decent match. I mean, it wasn't the best match these two has ever had, but it was decent for what it was. I did kind of enjoy it. I mean, it was enjoyable for a while. It was enjoyable. I did enjoy it. I mean, Andrade Cien Almas is a beast in the ring along with AJ Styles. Both men gel well together in the ring. Both men know how to work a match together. They carry each other extremely well. I like how they work together in the ring as competitors. I like that. And I like the storytelling between AJ Styles and Andrade Cien Almas. I like their storytelling. Their storytelling is really good. I like how they told the story. I mean, so I think AJ Styles and Andrade Cien Almas really did put on a decent match tonight on SmackDown Live. So we had a one-on-one match tonight with AJ Styles versus Andrade Cien Almas tonight on SmackDown Live, which was pretty decent. I did enjoy it. I mean, it was a decent match. I mean, both guys did look good. So it was entertaining. I did enjoy it for what it was. I mean, there's really nothing I can say about this match that I can complain about. AJ Styles and Andrade Cien Almas are beasts in the ring together. These guys have great storytelling. They flow really well together in the ring. They gel really well together, and they put on great storytelling as well too. So, this match between Andrade Cien Almas and AJ Styles tonight, one-on-one, in a singles match was decent. I did like it. I mean, it was very fun to watch, very entertaining. So, I mean, I like AJ Styles, and I like Andrade Cien Almas as well. Andrade Cien Almas is one of my favorites, along with AJ Styles on SmackDown Live. These two are my favorite competitors on SmackDown Live. I like Andrade Cien Almas. I'm a big fan of his. And I'm a big fan of AJ Styles as well. AJ Styles is awesome too. And so is Andrade Cien Almas. Both guys are awesome. And I like this match tonight with Andrade Cien Almas and AJ Styles tonight on SmackDown Live. Very fun match. Very entertaining. Let's talk about the Randy Orton. Let's talk about the Randy Orton segment. I didn't care for it. The Randy Orton segment was completely boring to me. I did not enjoy it. Randy Orton is completely boring, as he's boring right now. I mean, they're showing him as a babyface, which I don't care for. I mean, he's betraying a babyface. I don't like Randy Orton. I don't like Randy Orton as a babyface, and the segment they did with him tonight on SmackDown Live. It was really boring. I didn't care for it. I mean, they made Randy Orton bad. They made Randy Orton look bad tonight in his segment tonight on SmackDown Live. His segment was god awful. I didn't enjoy it. It was just awful. And let's talk about the segment with AJ Styles. AJ Styles was one of the best segments of the night tonight on SmackDown Live. AJ Styles had one of the best segments tonight on SmackDown Live in my book. Like I said, AJ Styles can have a great segment every week, and it would be completely golden. AJ Styles had a really good segment tonight on SmackDown Live. His segment was one of the best segments I've seen so far. AJ Styles puts on really good segments on SmackDown Live. I mean, AJ Styles segments are awesome. I like when they do segments with AJ Styles on SmackDown Live because you get to know more about AJ and you get to know more about his in-ring career and how he is as a person. So I think that's really cool. So AJ Styles did an awesome segment tonight on SmackDown Live. I did enjoy it. So let's talk about the main event. Let's talk about Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship tonight on SmackDown Live. Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura tonight on SmackDown Live for the United States Championship. This match wasn't really all that great. There was nothing great about this match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev for the United States Championship tonight on SmackDown Live. This match was very sloppy. It was a very sloppy match between these two. Shinsuke Nakamura looked sloppy. Rusev looked sloppy. Both guys, they acted like they didn't want to be there. I mean, I don't care about Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. I just don't care at this point. Rusev is buried. Nakamura is buried, so I don't care about either guy at this point. I mean, either guy is buried, so I don't care about either guy right now. So, I mean, their match was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't decent. It was okay. It was an okay, decent match. I mean, I just don't care about Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura right now. I just don't care. I mean, both guys are completely buried. So this match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev tonight on SmackDown Live for the United States Championship, it didn't really do anything for me. Like I said, both guys are completely buried at this point. So I don't care about either guy right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the outcome of the match. Shinsuke Nakamura rolls up Rusev for the win by a fruit roll up. So there you go. Nakamura rolls up Rusev 1, 2, 3. Nakamura ends up retaining his United States Championship over Rusev tonight on SmackDown Live by a roll up. So let's talk about the main event tonight of SmackDown Live with Charlotte and Becky. This was a really great celebration with Becky and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live. I did enjoy this. I like Becky as a heel, man. Becky Lynch as a heel is absolutely awesome. Charlotte as a babyface is good too. I like Charlotte as a babyface as well. I like how they play off of each other. I like Charlotte as a babyface, and I like Becky as a heel. I think Becky portrays a heel better than Charlotte ever did. I think Becky, plays off a better heel than what Charlotte used to. And I think, Becky being the heel suits her, and it suits her character. And I think, Charlotte being a babyface, it suits her well too. So I like how they bounce off of each other, and I like how, they have chemistry with each other. And, I like the celebration tonight with Becky Lynch and Charlotte in the main event of SmackDown Live tonight. The celebration was good. I mean, I did enjoy it. I mean, you had Charlotte and Becky get into a brawl to end the show, so I thought that was really cool. I mean, you have both Charlotte and Becky get into a brawl to end SmackDown Live tonight, which is really cool in my book. I liked the brawl. I thought it was awesome. I like seeing these women, go against each other. I think these two women are the best that SmackDown has to offer right now. I mean, nobody else can come close to Becky Lynch and Charlotte as of right now on SmackDown Live in the women's division. No other woman, no other women can come close to Charlotte or Becky Lynch at this point. So I like the Becky Lynch celebration tonight on SmackDown Live, and I like how they ended it with a brawl between Becky Lynch and Charlotte tonight to end SmackDown Live. I thought that was really awesome. I did enjoy it. Very fun, very cool to watch. I did like it. I like watching Charlotte and Becky brawl with each other. It's really fun to watch. I mean, like I said, they bounce off one another really well. I like Becky Lynch as a heel, and I like Charlotte as a babyface. I think they bounce well off each other, so I think that's really cool. So I did like the main event tonight of SmackDown Live with the Becky Lynch celebration. I did like it. Very fun, very entertaining. And we had a brawl to end SmackDown Live with Becky Lynch and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live. So I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. The one segment I didn't like was the Randy Orton segment. I did not like it. I didn't like the match with Kofi Kingston and Cesaro. I didn't like that. So I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 3 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. I'm gonna give SmackDown a 3. Overall, the show didn't really do much. I mean, it was decent. I mean, Andrade Cien Almas and AJ Styles put on a decent match. I did like that. I like the championship celebration in the main event of SmackDown Live tonight with Becky Lynch and Charlotte. They ended up getting into a brawl to end SmackDown Live. I did like that. So if there's things I would advise you guys to go back and watch tonight on SmackDown Live, go back and watch the match with Andrade Cien Almas and AJ Styles. Go back and watch that. I think you guys will enjoy that. That was really fun to watch. Go back and watch the segment with AJ Styles. That was really fun to watch. And go back and watch the main event of SmackDown Live tonight with the Becky Lynch celebration with Charlotte and Becky getting into a brawl to end SmackDown Live tonight. That was really fun and really cool to watch. I like that. That was very entertaining, so go back and watch that. And the things I didn't like the Randy Orton segment. I didn't like that. I didn't like the Antonio Cesaro and Kofi Kingston match. I didn't like that. So I'm going to go 3 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. It was a decent show. I mean, it was decent. I mean, I can say that about SmackDown Live tonight. It was a very decent show. So guys, leave it down in the comment section below and tell me what you guys thought about SmackDown Live tonight. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? And leave me your rating for SmackDown Live down in the comment section below as well. I want to hear your guys' ratings for SmackDown Live tonight. What did you guys give SmackDown Live overall as a rating? I want to hear what you thought. I want to hear what you guys gave SmackDown Live tonight as a rating. I want you guys to give me your ratings for SmackDown Live tonight down in the comment section below. If you guys like this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. If you guys like my channel, hit that red button. I'd appreciate that. So like I said, guys, if you guys like this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night for my Lucha Underground review. Thank you guys so much for watching my SmackDown Live review. I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Lucha Underground. We'll see you guys then. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.